Hello. That's weird. Sometimes the mic gives me trouble and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was muted before or what, but hi. I wasn't gonna go live this early, but I might have to dye my hair tonight because I don't know, I need to fix it. It's not the color I need it to be. My roots are you can literally see the blonde starting to peek through up here. Also, I managed, so when I went to the French Fry Festival, I had my hair up in a ponytail, okay? I managed to get a sunburn on my part, but also, let me see if I can show you, because you can clearly see it. Hold on. I got a sunburn like strip where my bangs were because my hair was pulled back. So I added another layer of sunburn behind my bangs. So every time I brush my hair right now, my head fucking hurts. So that's fun and exciting. But I do need to dye my hair because my roots are almost over a centimeter long. My hair grows like a weed. You can literally, God, can you see it? Hang on. Like you can literally, like the patch of just burn. Because what it was is my hair was like this. Hold on. My hair was like this. And then my bangs were like that. So it's like there's literal patches of sunburn like here and here. So it just hurts. And it's not pleasant. Is what it is. But yeah, but I do have to dye my hair because I have two events back to back this weekend. I'm not gonna have time tomorrow. My flight's early on Wednesday, so I have to get it all done here while I'm here. To me at San Diego Comic-Con last year, it was intensified with the sunglasses sitting on my head. Thank you for following. Oof. See, I was wearing my sunglasses, so that wasn't the issue, unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess. It is what it is. It happens from time to time. I burn super easy. But yeah, I got a bunch of errands done this morning. And now I'm just, trying to get the things that need to get done here done. I have to edit tonight, but I'm gonna do that later. Cause you know me, I'm postponing things, but I figured I would get some work done while I'm on stream so that I can get this done in case I have to, not be live because I'm dyeing my hair later. So I'm doing this all now. It's 2 p.m. and I'm doing my to-do list, but I'm just gonna mark off half the stuff I've already done. So, because the main thing, I had to get a tax payment out. The state of California said I owed them more money. Alas, it happens. So I paid it because I'm not gonna fight with them. I just do it. Alas, because I would like my tax dollars to go to better things, other than, genocide. I would like, my California tax dollars go to many a good thing, I fear. I do love being in California. And, I'm fine with that. But it is annoying because we sorted this out months ago. So they were like, actually, you owe us more money. That's not ideal, The only sunscreen for my part that I've tried has made my hair gummy, and like that's the problem. Because I'm on camera a lot, I'm very weird. I love being clean. I love being clean. I am not one of those girls that can go X amount of days between hair washes. I can do maybe 2 days between hair washes, max. That's it. I like being clean. I don't like having gummy hair. And unfortunately, hairline sunscreen, I've yet to try one that has worked, that didn't make my hair gummy or didn't look like I had cocaine like lining my part, So, work in progress. Let's see, we gotta edit today's video. Yeah, tomorrow's video might get me put on a no-fly list or something. So that should be fun. At least I feel like I might get blacklisted from airlines, which also would be extremely funny as an outcome. In a perfect world, they see it and they're like, she's right. We have to do X, Y, and Z. That would be ideal. But who knows? You never know. It's a risk I take, and I'm willing to take, So, alas. stream. What I really need to do is go through this suitcase. You guys can't see it. It's the empty carry-on that is no longer empty that I brought with me to France. Because I knew I was going to be getting a lot of free shit. Okay. So I brought an empty carry-on, and thank God I did, because it was the perfect size. Everything fit just barely. So only a few things have been taken out of it, and I just need to finish sorting through it more than anything and go from there. Hello. I look green. Brand one I get works. My hair gets greasy very fast on its own. I don't need sunscreen to aid in its effort. Yeah. Alas. What else? Oh, I gotta send footage too. And I gotta upload footage. I have to, God, did I delete? I did. Okay. What we're also doing is just trying to get the video I filmed on Sunday, so yesterday. William, I'm not gonna tell his business, but he had something happen this weekend. So I didn't send him the new video, because I knew he was still finishing one more. And he messaged me today being like, hey, not gonna get it done till X, that's fine. Already have the Tuesday video, so that's fine. But I didn't want to send him, here's more work while you're going through this. I didn't want to do that. So he now knows this video is coming, so I need to get everything uploaded and sent over. It also would have been extremely funny. It wouldn't have been all the footage, because it's like, the work phone is not the one that was updated, and I had the footage that's on this, which I also need to upload. But it would have been really funny if everything that was on the personal phone, which I shouldn't use it for work, but I just end up alas, it happens. It would have been extremely funny if it all got wiped. Wouldn't have been ideal, but it would have been really, 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 really funny. I fear it would have been really funny. Because I'm annoying. Okay, let's see. Did I put this footage in? Oh, I did not. Perfect. Yeah, I uploaded no footage yesterday. Jesus. My goodness. I'm great at my job. Okay. And I just need to tidy. I have not tidied this upstairs area in a hot minute, and I just need to get it done. So, figured I'd just be live while we do this, and I can just yap and chat with y'all while I get it done. But yeah. Oh, there was something I wanted to show you guys. Have you guys been following the discourse of the week over on, it's been the last 2 weeks, I feel like, over on TikTok? Have you guys been following this? By any chance? Is this all what's this one? Yeah, that's that one. There's no way I filmed 3 videos. I must have. Okay, I'm gonna upload all of them. Sorry, sometimes it's the length of the video from you, so no. So, there's discourse. I don't know if we talked about this already. A girl posted a voice note, okay? A voice note was posted. And it was, and that's my why. So the that's my why trend is usually like why you're with your partner. Of course, people like me that are perpetually single are like, this is why, and that's my why. Like, that's why I don't date men anymore, or that's why I'm not dating, okay? And what it was she was like, this is a voice note a guy sent my friend after a first date or second date, I think. And that's my why, okay? And it's a voice note that this guy sends literally right after the date. Right after the date. He's like in the car. Hey, just leaving, had a great time with you tonight, yada, 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 okay? And what happened was, on this date, is clearly they made plans to see each other again, i.e. she invited him over to her house for the next date, okay? And at some point in this conversation, he made a comment about physical intimacy or whatever, sex, whatever, okay? We're gonna get it on, whatever the fuck, okay? And she said, I don't know about that, or something like along those lines, okay? He then sends this voice note to tell her that if they don't sleep together when he comes over, there's no point in him coming over. Because he needs that physical intimacy to continue dating someone. And so there's no point in him coming over so that they can hang out. if they're not going to sleep together. So he needs to know that they're going to sleep together for him to come over that next time. And he kind of goes through, it's such a long voice note. He goes through multiple personalities until we finally get to the last one, which is the true one, in my personal opinion. But what got me as well, and what a lot of people weren't talking about originally when they were talking about this, is he says, I know you said you weren't sure about that, i.e. they already talked about intimacy. And I'm telling you, if we don't sleep together, there's no point. We don't have to bother each other anymore if we're not going to hook up that night. By the end of the voice note, he goes, yeah, so I mean, if you still want to see me, I can come over, we can fuck, and we can like drink a few beers or whatever. And if not, bye, whatever. And unsurprisingly, the internet has been fucking insane. The one that I saw first, before I even heard the voice note, was a woman claiming to be a feminist, who said that I thought you wanted consent. This is what consent looks like. He is asking for consent. No, the fuck? You know what? Let me pull up the voice note. We're gonna listen to it. Let's do it. Let's do a little share discussion. Because before I filmed a video and I took it down, I was like, this is a little spicy for me. It's a little spicy for my TikTok in particular, just because I don't talk about sex and dating much over there because I don't trust y'all. And it's not something I'm doing, so I'm like, none of your business. But I wanted to watch the whole thing before. Let's see. All right, let's see. Search. We're going to search voice note guy. Make sure it's the right one before I play it. Okay, yeah, this is her video. So this is the person that uploaded it. Already, I don't like it because this is not the girl who got the voice note uploading it. This is a voice note her friend sent her. So sorry, one date, okay? This is the voice note her friend sent her, which when I see things like this, it bothers me because I'm like, does your friend know you posted this? Because this guy probably still has her contact information. And it's like, I don't know how I feel about, you sharing this and not her doing it, even if she said it was cool. Because there's no comments. All right, let's see. Okay. Hang on.
You are lovely. Had a good time tonight. Definitely think you are
It's low.
However, I would love to, if we're going to go to your place on Thursday, I mean, I am looking to have that physical intimacy to see if, like, I am sexually compatible with you. So, like, if I'm going to come over, like, I would be hoping to, like, hook up, have sex, have a good time, have, like, that romantic spark and that physical spark there for my own sake, because it's hard for me to continue dating someone and seeing them if I don't know if I'm sexually compatible. So
I'll just let it play. I'll let it play.
I know you said I don't know about that. So, like, I guess my thing is like, what would be the point of me coming over then if we're not gonna, like, hook up and, like, cuddle and, like, be intimate with each other? And if that's what you don't want, that's fine. But, like, I think we should just, like, end it here then, respectfully, just because first date, that's fine. Like, you want to get to know each other, I'm all about that. But, like, I am looking to have that physical aspect there. And I don't want to continue seeing someone if I don't know if that's good, if that's not there or not. So, up to you. Let me know. I'm happy to, if you do want me to come over, I'm happy to do so. Would love to have a good time, and, we can have some wine, hang out, and chill. But if you're not trying to hook up, then, like, I think we should just go our separate ways. Let me know. Had a good time tonight. Definitely think you are.
So, for those who don't realize that, that's an ultimatum. I hesitate to, no, I'll give coercion. There was one girl who called this grooming. That's not what that word means. It's shitty. If I got this voice note, if I found out my guy friend sent this voice note, I'm beating his ass, okay? If I got this voice note, I'd be like, thank fuck I dodged a bullet and I'm not emotionally connected to this guy. Thank God. Okay, bye. because again, this is a first date. He's just trying to fuck. That's it. And that's fine. There are plenty of people that do, women, that do just want to fuck. Be upfront about that, okay? She's clearly trying to date. She wants to date you, okay? And again, yeah, first date, totally get it. Like, he clearly, it sounds like she wanted to see him again. And again, I can't imagine inviting a guy over that I've been on clear dates with, like inviting him over to my place and me not assuming that we're doing something, okay? I can't imagine that, okay? Personally, that's just me, okay? First date, one thing. If we've already had a date and my next suggestion is like, well, why don't you come over to my place, like next time, later this week, that would be my assumption is we're doing something because I invited that. However, God forbid you have a little bit of fucking decorum and a little bit of charisma, okay? If you know how to fucking be a little classy, okay? And be like, oh, I don't know about that. Because I think that I don't know about that. I think that was not even about Thursday. I do think that was about this date. Like, oh, do you want to get out of here? Do you want to do this? And she's like, oh, I don't know about that. You know, like first date. Would like to see you again though. You know, like maybe it was that. Like, cause she clearly wanted to date this guy. And again, I don't know about that. They've already talked about physical intimacy in some capacity, okay? And you send this voice note to give the ultimatum of, hey, if we want to see each other again, I'm gonna need to be inside your body. Yeah, that's what I would need. To like continue with this emotional connection, I do need to see if we're sexually compatible. Because what's 100% going to happen with this dude is he's gonna come over, fuck you, and block you as you're locking the door behind him, like when he's done. You know, like that's 100% what's gonna happen with this guy. So again, if I got this, I'd be like, thank fuck, calling it a day, okay? This is not consent. Also, you cannot give consent. He's not asking for consent. Consent is given in the moment and can be revoked at any time, okay? And again, some people have been talking about with actual court evidence, okay? Instances of someone saying, yes, yeah, we can hook up, we can do X, Y, and Z, and then something non-consensual happening. And those initial messages or those initial videos, voice notes, being used as evidence as to why it wasn't sexual assault, okay? So yeah, I would never answer some of this with like, yeah, we can fuck. I'd never answer this in writing, voice note, otherwise with that, because God forbid I give you anything like that, okay? That's crazy. And again, by the end, that's what I'm gonna need. Okay, well, what I'm gonna need is a check. I'm gonna need financial investment for me to really feel like I can really explore a romantic relationship with someone. So, I mean, I totally understand that you need sex to feel an emotional connection. I need funds. So that's how if I was like got past my disgust of an initial block, I probably would send some tongue-in-cheek, yeah, send me fucking cash. Let's go from there. Yeah, no, it's definitely, and again, the ultimatum of, hey, if you want to keep seeing me, we're gonna have to fuck is crazy. Crazy, okay? And so again, the girl who said, this is what consent looks like, you're a fucking idiot, and I'll stand by that. She's literally blocking anyone that disagrees with her. Well, we think this is bad. Wait till COVID tell. There's people who were 4 or 5 when COVID hit, turn 18, 20 and begin dating. It's going to be something. We already have, I don't know if you guys have been following like just the news lately. I've seen multiple cases. There was one big case in the UK. I believe there's been multiple cases here in the United States of teenage boys R-wording girls. And I do mean like 13 to 15 years old boys, okay? In some instances, filming it and posting it. In the UK edition, okay, I think they're reopening this because the judge, I want the judge fucking investigated. He gave the boys nothing, basically. It's like, you carried yourself so well in trial. It's like, okay, yeah, they're trying not to go to prison for the rest of their lives because they lured and R-worded multiple girls and posted it. and you want to sit here and tell me they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, actually, go fuck yourself. I want that judge investigated. There's been multiple cases of that recently, of the, like, violent sexual assault committed by young teenage boys, okay? I don't like where that's going, and I don't like that judges are being fucking lenient with these little psychos, okay? I really don't fucking like that shit. It sounds like he's trying some weird, not quite therapy speak on her. Yeah. Like, he clearly, I'm assuming that he was told by someone like, hey, you should be nicer to women and not just like fucking discard them. And this is what he truly thinks is like the better move. The amount of teenage boys and kids making AI content of their classmates is disgusting. Absolutely. Someone said also zero game about this. Yeah. And it's like, again, she is saying, come over to my place Thursday. I'm assuming that is, you know, she's trying to make it sexy. No girl wants to be propositioned like that. This is fucking crazy, okay? She probably wanted to fuck him. Probably, okay? But he had to send this psycho message. And now it's like, you know, absolutely the fuck not. So this is what everyone has been talking about on TikTok lately. Someone said, I don't know, the more he talked, the worse it got. Oh, it's playing again, sorry. All I hear is me, my, me. And then again, also a zero game. Someone said, what episode does he die? What would be the point of such a scary thing to say? Yeah, God forbid that you go on a date with a girl and that you say you had fun with, and God forbid you go over to her house and do something other than sticking it in. God forbid. What would be the point? Absolute psycho. No, see, Mike, I get it. However, he might kill you. Also, again, the plan was for him to come to her place the next time they hung out. That was the plan. Absolutely. This man is, I'm never being alone with this man. If I get this voice note, I'm never being alone with this man again in my life. No. If anything, I probably wouldn't even let him be like, oh my God, freak. No, actually, I would probably send a loser or a wow, you're a freak message and then block him. I would make sure it went through first. Like, I would, that's probably where I would leave it. Like, wow, you're a freak. The end. Haha, loser. Block, you know. I like how he throws in cuddles so it doesn't sound like he just wanted sex and dip. Yeah. And again, did I tell you guys about this? Did I tell you guys about my friend? I think I did. My friend, about how, because there's plenty of girls out there that do just want to bang. They want a one-night stand. They don't want anything serious. And unfortunately for my friends that I know that have been, like, looking for this lately, usually it's the man that ruins it. Like, they're fully down, and the man can't shut the fuck up. Okay? Friend broke up with her ex, okay, and went out with a few friends, okay, and was fully like, I want to rebound. I want to hook up with a random stranger. I want someone hot. I want someone that looks like they're good in bed. The end. Okay. Not trying, like, she just wanted done. Okay? It's what she wanted. Okay? Goes to the bar, talks to this guy. She's like, God, he's a fucking idiot, but he's super fucking hot. Okay? So she's like down immediately. Okay? They're making out on the dance floor. Okay? Having a good time. He leans in and she thinks he's gonna hit her with the, do you want to get out of here? That's what she thinks is coming, okay? Instead, he says, so we gonna crack or what? Lady boner, gone. She grabs her friend. She's like, we gotta leave right fucking now. Oh, no, gotta go. Bye. She probably would have fucked him in his car. She was so fucking down. She didn't care. She was down. Okay? He, like, no fucking game. Zero. So we gonna crack or what? Immediate turn off. Grossed out. There was another guy, I feel like we talked about this. I can't remember if I was telling my dad about this because I was telling him about the voice note. There was a guy on TikTok that I saw, and I saw, my For You page was not betraying me. Someone had stitched this guy, and it was another man being like, what the fuck is wrong with you, okay? But it was a guy, he's really close to the camera, and he's like, livid. He's like, I've taken this girl out 17 fucking times. I'm just trying to be up in them guts. I'm just trying to fuck. And she keeps trying to go on dates. Da, da, da. And what it was is because later in the video he explains, like, in total they had seen each other 17 times. As in, like, they weren't even, like, dating. They weren't, like, going on dates. There was maybe one or two things in there that could be, like, considered a date. She thinks she's hanging out with a buddy. She doesn't think they're seeing each other, you know? And he's pissed because he's desperately trying to just fuck her. And he's pissed that he has to fucking, in his view, work for it. And I hate it. And suddenly I'm dry as a bone. Yes. Telling on themselves before they get lucky is a blessing in disguise. It's an angel girl. Let's rethink this. Again, that's what all she wanted was to bone. That's it. That's all she wanted. She wanted some hot dude to bend her over. That's really it. Okay? You could argue she wanted to get cracked. Okay? That's it. However, most women don't like that fucking terminology because it sounds violent and fucking weird. Okay? Okay? Don't have some fucking pizzazz. Have some fucking suaveness. How hard is it to be like, hey, so do you want to get a burger? Do you want to get out of here? It's loud. Do you want to get a burger or something? No, I'd much. How far is your place from here? It's that fucking simple. These dudes can't do it. They can't do it. Because even then, as well, if she had been like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, let's go, you know, how would he have responded to that? Okay? It's not like, I don't know if they're like trying, it's like they don't listen. I really don't know. I don't know. It's gotten bad. The video from the girl who said men talk about sex and sexual assault terms absolutely was correct. Yeah. Like, God forbid, like, why are you mad a girl's easy? Do you want her to be hard type of thing? And again, the phrase, I'm trying to be up in them guts. Like, ow, what the fuck? Like, it's facetious. It's if you were actually physically in her guts, you're going to kill her. Like, she's going to the hospital. God. You're not getting up in anything now. Exactly. Like, and even then, it's like, just be fucking... Don't be fucking rude. Like, it's like they're so fucking rude. Like Chelsea Fagan of the Financial Diet literally said, she's like, something no one is pointing out about the voice note, like, regardless of what you think of, like, dating, sex, consent culture, coercion, whatever, regardless of what you think of what the voice note actually is, it's fucking rude. And I was saying this too, because it's like, he just left a date. He could have called her. The voice note thing, this is a phone call. If you really want to have, you were literally in front of her. Hey, okay, cool. We don't need to see each other again. Like, the voice note is so fucking aggressive and detached. Like, call her up, actually. There was, God, what the fuck was I gonna say? God, there was something that I was like, oh, I should mention this, and I forgot what it was. It's gonna drive me crazy. We were talking about the sex thing. We were talking about dating. Oh, think it was a Scottish guy, I believe. He was like, I found the problem. American women are not sick of men, they're sick of American men. And he said how he was at a bar watching a World Cup match, and he watched a guy come up to a gorgeous girl, okay, and go, I love your vibe. Like, I dig your vibe. And he's like, how about you tell her she's funny, man? like literally, like, no, they don't have the gift of the gab. Is like the exact line he used. He was basically just being like, they don't know how to talk. They don't know, there's no suaveness, zero. He's like, do you know how many phone numbers I've gotten? Dozens. Because I'm just charming. That's it. Like, yeah. You could tell her she's pretty even. Yeah. They're only going to get worse because as men keep striking out, it's going to push other men, the manosphere influencers. Again, I'll just be a cat lady. This sounds great. I'll be Hermes' mom, and that's it for forever. And then if I decide one day I will adopt a child, you know, like the end. The end. The voice note thing was taking me out today. She's pretty even. Yeah, no, but it's just like there's no like, just the dating decorum is across the board. And again, most male dating content now is so focused on winning. Like, you're a high value man, you need to win, don't let her get you, don't let her trap you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, how about, do you want to actually like date someone? Do you want to find the love of your life? Do you want to actually, like, you can be a dude in modern day that just wants to fuck. You totally can. I get it. But there's a way to do it, and none of you know how to fucking do it, actually. It's crazy. Like, I'll never forget, there was this guy, I think it was he lived in a cave or some shit. God, where was it? I want to say, was it Thailand or something? There was like a guy, he literally became like a tourist attraction, essentially, where there were all these photos of this one guy who was, he like basically lived in a cave, and like there were all these photos of him later with like that tourists would post, like hot women would post after sleeping with him. And they were like, oh, he must be drugging these girls or something. Like, there must be something nefarious happening. And it's like, no, I went out drinking and I met him and he was charismatic and I decided to fuck him. Like, and again, he like lived in a fucking cave. Like and no one could understand why. It's like, he was fun. The end. Like, it really is this simple. Like, his body count was like 50. Like, it was something like that. While living in a cave. That like your vibe thing feels like it's seen a meme of me and my partner like across the bottom and love your vibe. Yeah, like, it's so non-committal. I like your vibe. How about, God, you're beautiful. I'm obsessed with your laugh. Oh my God, you're so funny. I heard you were making people laugh. I gotta hear it. What's going on? You know? Sorry, there's something in your eye. No. Like, not kill me, and you're charming. I could overlook a cave. Yeah. Because the thing that no one was pointing out is that the photos of it's not like he was posting photos of these women after he slept with them. They were posting the photos, like in like photo drops of like, oh my God, I met up with him. Like they were the ones posting the photos, and like sometimes they were in the cave. Like, and fun will always overperform looks. Like, nowadays too, guys with the perfect bodies are just gifts. I'm very insecure. Yeah. Also, frankly, there are statistics. Bigger men last longer in bed, stamina wise. There are statistics. Something much to think about. Much to think about. Muscles don't have apparently any indicator of actually how long can you last in bed. You have to win it. Dating makes you come off as desperate. Yep. I feel they are all clavicular fans. Yeah. Oh, okay, guys, is Clavicular being honeypotted right now? His girlfriend apparently had access to the IDF TikTok page. Side note, why does the IDF have a TikTok page? Um, like, and I mean like logged into it to show him. Um, it's actually it's a little funny. It's a little funny. Like a lot of us gays are like, bring back Hugh Jackman from X-Men One Bods. Not these slab of meat builds we got nowadays. Yeah. Well, so many of these slab of meat builds, like you can't achieve like them without steroids at all. Oxygen increases stamina and a lot of things. Alpha red pill male influencers are purposely giving them bad advice so they don't have a competition, so the viewer count doesn't dry up. Maybe, but also then if you watch the Louis Theroux Manosphere documentary, some of these guys are dead ass like this with the women in their lives, you know? He did as wild. Yep. The whole thing is insane. I've been a roller coaster as I try to figure out the topic of conversation. Men are desperate to fuck, but they're bad at it and have no game. That's the general thesis of the conversation so far, unfortunately. And again, it's avoidable. Like we don't have to be doing this shit, but unfortunately, it's what's happening. So, you know, let's see. Doop. So I'm trying to upload footage that I'm talking to you guys. There we go. Nope. All right, there's that. I'm trying to upload footage. Doop doop doop. Boo doop. Boo doop. Boo doop boo doop. Incel voicemail, Cave Gigolo, Mossad Critical. Oh my, yeah, game is lacking. I get so much attention at University just from being nice. Yep. Stop friends with Ned. Of course they do. Of course they do. Let's see. Okay, I downloaded that. Ugh, sign in. Perfect. Done. Yeah. Why is it not letting me open? Done. Done. No, it's all I want. Let me leave it open and see if it logs in. It's like says it's logged in, but it's not. Move, done. There we go, okay. Activity, files, huzzah, give me files. No, I don't want it by name, I want it by date modified. Huzzah, wow, I misspelled that word. The way I spell French fry should be studied. I mean festival. Festival is what I misspelled so horribly. Upload. There we go. Upload. Huzzah. I gotta do it on this phone too, but alas. I gotta plug this thing in. This thing's gonna die. Let's see. Still gotta plug. Oy. I just need to tidy my whole desk is what I need to be doing. But one thing at a time. Oy. Wait. Go little eat. Then we got beep. Oh gosh. Let's see. Trust. Doop. Alright, let's see. Where's my drive? There it is. Can I be so for real? I do not love the new Google Drive logo. Just why did they do that? I hate most of the new logos. They're actually low-key hideous, but alas.
Sauce City, is this?
Sauce City. Upload recents. Upload. Huzzah. Okay. Almost done. It's always worse, I know. Okay. Gotta have this saved. I just need to sort through stuff. I need to put things away. I'm also probably gonna get rid of this box. How long do you hold on to the box of a new phone or something? I used to be like very long time holding on to it, and then I realized that's kind of stupid. So now I don't. I used to like when they used to give you stickers. They now don't do stickers. New cable. Stickers were so cool. I still have my old phone boxes, but stored things on them. I feel like that's the first thing they check though is an iPhone box, you know? Because like there was a time where I used to hide money in mine, but then I thought, oh, if I broke into a house, the first thing I'm doing is checking the phone boxes. Because yeah, this is a good size for cash, you know? Or it's a brand new phone, like it's like an old phone or a new phone, like it. So I feel like if they saw this, that's what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever you're gonna use it for can't be anything too good, you know? Yeah. I'm gonna throw it away. It's going in the trash pile. Okay, I'm gonna put all of these in the jar. These are more, oh, I thought I already put this one away. These are wristbands from Cannes Lions. I need to finish writing my Substack piece about what each one means. But alas, that's a later problem. Oops. Like which each section goes to and all of that. Let's see. I got this one. This is from French Fries. I've got... Oh, that's funny. I'm trying to delete the backup that was on my hard drive because it takes up a lot of space on my PC from my phone yesterday. And though it's from yesterday, it says it's actually from 1969. It's glitching out just a bit, which is a little funny. I'm trying to downsize, which is why I'm not keeping the thing. Okay, this might be a later problem. Let's see. Oh well, okay. Try and delete it. It's not working. Just sorting through things basically at this point. I got this from Anime Expo. It's from the Kaiju Girl Caramelize thing, and I got a sticker, which is fun. But I want it just in my notebook so it's off my desk. Do we think England's gonna beat Argentina? By the way, chat. On the 15th. I don't know how it will, oops. Now they have Messi. But I think it'd be really funny if they lost. Why would I listen to DraftKings, Jess? Let's see. Boom. Off my desk. Huzzah. tossing this too. Also gonna toss this. What else? I can toss that. Any of these needed? There's that. Let's see. All right, let's open this up and start going through these things. So here's some of the bags I got. This is from YouTube. There's nothing to indicate that it's from YouTube, but it's a solid, it's like a bright orange. It's a good grocery bag, produce bag for a farmer's market. They had a short one, like a short handle one, and I'm glad I got the long one because it actually slings over your arm better. I am going to take this off, this tag off, because I want it off, and I can, and it's my bag. Take that off. Okay. I got this, which I don't know. This is from #paid. I got quite a few of these bags last year. Not this specific one, like this specific style of bag, not from #paid, but from others. So basically, it's just because you can do the straps like that. Okay. You can do it like this. And I just think they're like actually surprisingly irritating to deal with. You know, I might hold on to it just because it's already here, you know, versus donating it. Or definitely not going to throw it away, obviously, but it's #paid is the company. And they did put some full-size products in here. They did quite a few of these last year. But the ones they had last year, I just feel like were more functional, you know? Like, as toiletry bags, because that's what it's supposed to be, is a toiletry bag. Let me take this sweater off my table. Hold on. It's out of my way. Let's just throw that down there for now while I sort things. Oh, I didn't put these up. Any others? There we go. There we go. You did not. I feel like on paper, yes, but I feel like will witness the most ridiculous penalty and Argentina wins. Fun. Hermes not on the cap of this one, so I didn't want it to sit there. But Argentina, we are all taking it. Whatever. Alas. Let's see. Sorry? Lindsey Graham's sister appointed to take his Senate seat. One moment. Jay Aubrey said DEI hire. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. God, people are still so pissed about Valco. Ugh. My friend was asking me like, "Hey, do you think that they'll like actually release him?" And I was like, "They may not be able to now because of the fact of I got this Super Goop. This was from what's it called? Female Quotient. They had a Super Goop partnership. It is their Super Goop Play. It's their SPF protection one. I'm just taking off all of this, not for resale sticker things, because I can take those off, no problem. Sorting that there. What's this? There we go. The amount of random miscellaneous notes that are on this desk that literally have no meaning is absurd. Zero meaning, not a lick. Okay. We have a random ribbon. Wait, I feel like I shoved so much stuff in here. All right, we've got a tote bag. Big one. Watch it, love it, want it. TikTok. Big tote bag. Big tote. Big tote. Might put this one up here for now. There we go. Okay, we got the Cannes Lions tote. So this is what comes with your stuff when you get it. Oops, when you get your badge. Cannes Lions one. And then on the back, this is the main sponsor. This is cool though. I did like this. They did like almost like it's like a this is from Turkish Airlines. So it's like it's gone through the scanner. So it's like a x-ray of all your stuff. So you got your Cannes Lions badge. It's like a laptop, your Turkish Airlines ticket, keys, passport, notebook, erasers, notes, your phone, some sunscreen, some sunglasses. That's fun. I thought that was fun. That's a good advertisement. God, I want to go to Turkey so badly. There's a lot of places I want to go. Oh, Female Quotient. I think I have multiple of these because they kept handing them out when I would go to the cocktail hours they were doing. But these do have good tote bags. Female Quotient. I have a handful of Female Quotient tote bags. They always do good ones. In previous years at F1 events, I've gotten them personalized, which is nice. None of these are personalized, but you just got the Meet Me at the Female Quotient Lounge because that's what they called their space. And then the big logo on the back, which just looks sick. And every time I saw it, like it literally goes to the edge, which, you know, some people might be like, oh, I don't like that. But I actually like it because it shows like taking over the bag and it looks like it's cutting off. I actually like it a lot. And I love that it's huge. So that's cool. I think I got another one too. Let's see. We've got, yep, another Female Quotient. Same bag, same exact bag. So I might gift this to my friend. Oy. Oh, here's the Salesforce one. Here's Salesforce. What's in this? Where's their ribbon? I don't know where there's ribbon here, but it is a nice ribbon. Let's see. I never know how to tie a tie. I don't even think this is right. Hold on. Kinda right. Huzzah. Okay. Yes, Salesforce had a beach. This is the worst quality tote. I hate when it's like this. You always can tell. It is a very flimsy knit. It is canvas, but it is like the cheapest style. It makes your logo, your design look really cheap. Because the most structure of this bag comes from wherever you place your logo. It like seam-wise, things like that. Like, these are good bags if you like, these are good shopping bags if you're not trying to overstuff them. If you're not, like if you're just carrying things to and from your car and things like that. That's one thing. Ugh. Let's see. Boop. free ribbon. Yay, all the free ribbon. Oi. All right. This is from Axios. Someone said, I got a crazy DM about Axios while I was at Axios house. This is Axios and Omnicon Public Relations. They were giving these out. I went there for a few sports talks they were having because they had great talks. And they had full-size products in here, including a giant thing of Beafine. So they had a really solid, using cheap bags is funny because it's one of the top 5 software management systems in tech. I will say they always had the best food. They always had like a really solid food spread. So, and they had some good talks. I just think like some people, it's like, oh, we have to have a tote bag. And then they skip out on the tote bag, you know? Yeah, Axios, this is a really solid, this is cutesy. It's short, it's small. They had full-size products in here. This is a good, like, you know, you want a nice little baby little pool bag, you know? Like you want to put your drink in here, roll up your towel, maybe a sunscreen, you're good. You don't need like a giant bulky beach bag type of thing. Same, it kind of has like the mini Trader Joe bags look. I don't know. I low-key think I could take the logos off. Or at least cover them up with a patch, maybe. And I could, because there's nothing on the back. So, but we shall see. What else? We've got, oh, another TikTok. They just kept handing me these, I swear. I swear I would only take one, and then like on the way out, they'd hand me another. So 2 TikToks. We've got, Meta had good stuff. This one you had to fill out like a Q&A for. Like you had to literally open up your WhatsApp and like do a little Q&A for it, but this was the design. I'm assuming this is AI. Yeah, probably. Nothing on the back. Solid canvas, much sturdier. Like you can just see the difference in the type of canvas that this is. Like this is a durable, like it's a solid bag, you know? That's the thing. And I also like how it's long. Like it's a long, thick, it's not too skinny or anything like that. It's solid, you know what I'm saying? And then there's this one. So this is a Brevit backpack that I got from Sports Beach with Adobe. They also had it in white, and I ended up getting this one. I like it. They have a pocket for on your luggage if you want to stick it on your luggage. There's quite a lot of pockets. This is the daily backpack in charcoal gray. So this was a freebie I got when I did an Adobe, I think it was AI. It was like a luggage tag thing there. I got a laptop pocket in the back. We got secret, oh no, this is not a secret pocket. Oh, I can enter the bag from the back here, which is nice. Enter the bag from back here. That's one way. There's also, I thought it was another secret side pocket, like this one right here. A lot of backpacks have these. They're secret little side pockets. They're good if you're like really anxious about your, why am I blurry? You're really anxious about your passport or your money or anything like that, and you just want a secret side pocket. I think that's always good. We've got a little pocket here. We got a big pocket with lots of mini pockets inside. That's good and solid. We've got, I filled this thing up while I was on there. This doesn't open up, does it? Okay, no, good. Making sure that that pocket and this pocket were 2 different things. Nothing else in here. Making sure I didn't leave anything in here. Internal pocket at the top, which is nice. Most bags don't do that often. This is a pretty solid bag. So that's nice. Huzzah. Pretty big. Decent size. Could add patches to it. Could be fun. I think that's all the bags. Let's see. We've got the bandana that also came from Meta. It's the same design because I grabbed the same design. So there's that. These are lickies. They're like fresh breath things. These came from the hashtag paid bag. Can I put anything else in here? No. Okay. All right. Stickers from Beacons. We got, this is the art by Eric Garentz. He's the one that made this poster. That's cool. I do like that they highlighted the artist that did this. That's always cool. we have, what else? I just put, this is from, this cup is from LinkedIn. And I just put all of the freebies, like loose freebies that I could fit in here, so it would take up less space and they wouldn't just be free floating in my bag. This is a pretty solid, like iced drink thing. These are a lot of daily ultimate essential dietary supplement. Lots of supplement packs. Hydration mixes for skin. We've got a lot of those, geez. Keychains. These are all from YouTube. These go with the bag. So we've got the big YouTube medallion. I do like these were separated. A soccer ball. Tomatoes. Because I also like the soccer ball has a mirror on the bag, which is sick. I actually think this is a very good keychain. I love a functional keychain like that. This mirror will crack within 5 minutes of being on my bag or in my keys, but alas, I do like a functional keychain like this. So, there's that. The hat. Did I fuck up this brim? I might have. Here is the Yahoo Explorers Society hat. They did like a Explorers Expedition thing, because Yahoo Explorer, yada, yada, yada. I never went into Yahoo Beach. I think I could have gone in. I never actually went in. Yeah, so there's a hat. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the hat. I don't know. We'll see. I have too many hats is the problem. Oh, speaking of too many hats. We've got 1, 2, and 3 female quotient Sephora bucket hats. I don't even really like bucket hats. These also don't fit my head. My head is too big for these, actually. Like, this is so snug on my head. Oops. Like I said, they just kept handing me these. It's squeezing my skull. So. Last year, they had these sick, nice quality woven hats. That I still use. It was their collaboration with Ferragamo, which was really sick. I've got more Supergoop sunscreen. I love Unseen sunscreen. Thank you for following. And then these are more strips from that like company, but these are the energy strips. Energy in a strip. It's caffeine, B12, and L-theanine. Cool. That's it. I've had those a few times. They're not bad. And then more. Oh, there's also the Sleepy Time ones. Their beauty ones are cool. They're like, I don't think they do anything because I don't know how much nutrients you can get from a strip, you know. And then there's more of the little mint packs. Wait, let's see. Oh yes, I got, this was from YouTube. These both were from YouTube. This is from YouTube shopping. Hold on. Oi. YouTube shopping. So this is one, so basically YouTube shopping had this thing set up in the YouTube Creator Club where if you filmed a video and you talked about a product that they had there that you actually liked, you could be gifted that product. So I talked about a few things. This was the one that we agreed on, which is the Living Proof Restore Shampoo. I love Living Proof. I think they really are good for damaged hair. I love their masks in particular. I've tried this shampoo. I haven't tried the conditioner version, but the shampoo version I like, and I'm almost out of my shampoo, so this was perfect. And then the guy who was running it is a friend of mine, so he did hook me up with this Gisu, however you pronounce it, like their big box kit, and this wasn't a big box. However, I didn't want to bring the box home because it was taking up too much space in the suitcase, so I just took the products out. So it's Honey Gloss Ceramide Therapy Hydrating Shampoo, Honey Gloss Ceramide Therapy. This is the conditioner. And then this is their hair mask, which I was almost going to do while I was there because I was, couldn't get it open while I was there. Huzzah. Let's see. Ooh, I'm intrigued. I love a hair mask. I will do a hair mask at any time, truly. So that's nice. Nice. Because I talked about like 5 or 6 products basically, so that he was just like, here, take this. I was like, great. That video is up, by the way, if you would like to go see it. Which I talked about products that I do like. I also talked about Supergoo, which Colleen is funny because Colleen was with me. She's the one who's helped me film it. And we originally filmed it, and I was like, she didn't realize what I was doing. So at one point I was like, oh my God. And she was like, what? And like stopped recording. I was like, oh no, I'm still going. Like I got really into doing my, let me tell you about the products I like video. So alas. Anonymous gifter. Thank you for the anonymous sub. You won the Swell Grand Prix. Womp, 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 womp. Thank you. I'm not a big fan of bucket hats. I just don't find them flattering. They're not comfortable. However, I do acknowledge their ability to protect you from the sun. So, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we've got, so Female Quotient was the talk of the town because they had the best fans. These things are rechargeable. They also have a pocket for water, so you can have a mister. They slap. Also, Walmart is very smart for putting their logo on the back. That's a sticker. I can probably take it off, but extremely smart of them to do that. So, very smart. These are rechargeable. And the smartest thing they did, they made sure they were all charged before they put them out for the freebies. Smartest thing you can do, especially with how hot it was. Batiste extra large volume, instant volume. I'm not using it. This I also think was hashtag paid. Matches. It's a match from Darkroom. So Oren put this on. Oren does great content. I love Oren's content. He invited me to Darkroom. They had matches. It's literally just matches. But I love a matchbook, and I think a matchbook is so chic, and so I think it's very fun that they were giving these out. They also had food, which is a big win. My nail file that fell out of my other bag, apparently. These, I just kept winning these. Hashtag paid inside Female Quotient lav mics. These are not my favorite mics, but my dad loves these, so I think I can give him these and he'll use them because these are literally his favorite mics for filming. He's obsessed with them, mainly because they're cheap as fuck, and if he loses one, he just buys another pair. So I think 2 of these for him will be good. Let's see. These were nice. They are thank you notes from Minted, from Female Quotient. They are little thank you notes and cards, which I always think are good, and they literally say bonjour with a little seat on them. From our rooftop to your desk, a little something to bring the south of France home with you, given with love from Minted. Female Quotient has so many partners that I think that's also one of the ways that makes their space so memorable, is they're not trying to sell you Female Quotient. They are selling an atmosphere that you, like specifically for Cannes Lions, like you want your brand in that if it's not already, you know? Like, because everyone is so excited for Female Quotient that you want to next year be a partner, be working with them because look at how good they did this year. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. We've got here is my sports speech. This is supposed to be a luggage tag. It's not very functional as a luggage tag. But basically it's AI generated art on an F1 car. It almost looks more like an Indy car. I can't explain it, but yeah, it's supposed to be an F1 car. So there's that. Alas, it says my name on it. Business cards, all the business cards. Oh yeah, this is the hashtag paid thing. This is my photo from the Stan party. It's cute. With all my fucking wristbands on my wrist. Look at, I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Let's see if it focuses. Yeah. So my wristband, it's so funny. My wrist is just covered in wristbands. The one that's pointing up. It's not gonna focus, but it's extremely funny. Let's see. And then Calm and Clarity Neuromints, composed with GABA. This is also probably from, they just love putting random shit in the doc kits for hashtag paid. Calm and clarity. Honey lemon. Burn the air. I know. It's not usable, but I'm gonna hold on to it just because for now. Oh yeah. Spark icebreakers. These are like icebreaker cards. These were also in the kit. If you could instantly know the truth behind something, what would it be and why? Is Taylor Swift into girls? That's it. Is she or has she ever been into women? I got a hang on, my friend is messaging me. I got a crazy email earlier. There we go. Ew. Ew. Sorry, there's IndyCar drivers on my Instagram feed with Donald Trump. Ew. Alex, David, why? Ugh. Oh my god, there's a helmet that says president. Ew. Why do you guys fucking do this shit to me? Sure, God. Hang on. Let's see. Fun. SoCal's most intense heat wave of the summer could bring 110-degree temps next week. Yay. Ugh. Vomit, but thanks. Guess you're gonna need that fan. I guess, yeah. Okay, I also got, oh, you guys will see this Friday. So, I got to do a demo of the new Snap Specs. They suck. They're heavy. However, they take a photo of your face at the beginning to put your face on artwork. You'll see it in the video. So this is what the AI art they made of that photo. I love that they low-key yassified me, but also I'm still a sweaty mess. So that's that. And then, oh, they made art. This is a magnet of the Salesforce art, that's fun. Let's see. Oh no. I'm dropping. Let's see. All right. These are all the magazines, newspapers, etc. This was handed to me, I think, at a Fortune thing. This was at a Fortune event. I think they had these out or they handed them out, which is why I grabbed it. President Donald Trump. It's a freebie. I wanted to see what else they had in here. They did a Is this old? When is this from? Oh, it's June, July. Yeah, so this was they just had their newest version out, so I just grabbed it. Okay, there's that. I know, he's gonna be in my apartment for a few hours. Marriott Media, this was being handed out by Marriott. I just grabbed one. The Psychology of Travel, meet travelers where they are. Travel transforms consumer behaviors. The journey shapes decision making. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. And it's just talking about different elements of their industry. There's a Let's Connect Marriott Media. This is talking about the China market. We've got loyalty travelers deliver outsized value. Frequent travelers are more trusting. Duh. More affluent and more likely to engage with brands aligned to prefer their travel providers. 1.4% higher annual income. A journey worth joining. Da 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 da. Marriott. We've got, this is the, this is Lions Daily News. They did one each day. This is from Sunday, so this is the day the before the event even starts. Did I grab one? I don't think I got one any of the other days, which is silly. I wish I had. So there's that. This is from The Edit. This is YouTube. There was a couple of these. I only ended up keeping one of them. But basically this is just, they were all the same. They just had different covers. It's all the creators they like brought with them to Cannes and like why you should work with YouTube creators. They were really trying to push Brand Connect. No, I'm not in here because of course I'm not. Let's see. Doop. We've got, just a YouTube journal that they were giving out. It says, they have questions at the bottom. Like, build relationships, not one-offs. Let the numbers speak. Get the ball rolling. Brands can't find what they don't. Download your media kit. Da, 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 da. Things that I do know. Are you brand deal ready? Things like that. Wall Street Journal. They give these out regularly on the play. So, the Wall Street Journal. This is from Wednesday. Insightful, objective, rigorous, purposeful, unwavering, balanced, build on analysis. Okay. And then it's literally the Wall Street Journal for that day. Yeah, Wednesday. Towering temperatures set a record in France. It's literally just the news. And it's in English, I should note. So, interesting. Alas. And then this cover, yeah, just the same thing. Built on analysis, delivered without influence, the stories you need to know. Wall Street Journal. We've got Technic Art, Cannes Lions. Okay, I don't remember what this is from. Let me see. All in French. When did I grab this? Probably a freebie somewhere and I just grabbed it. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I don't remember what this is for. Alas, I don't speak French. We've got... I forgot about this. That's funny. I forgot about that. The only thing I got from the Pride event for YouTube, it's a coaster. This is from the YouTube lounge space. It is a little camcorder keychain that's 3D printed. I thought that was funny, so I grabbed it. Another YouTube Creator Collective keychain. It's missing a thing. I think it's also for that other keychain. The charging cable for the female quotient event. This is just a random scrunchie. This is actually from the JoJo Siwa cruise. And then this I forgot about. It's a baby Nutella that I got from the first creator breakfast. Oh god, it's so good. That I just kept because I didn't want to throw it out. I didn't want to waste it. And you know what? I'm gonna put it on a snack later. It's gonna be delicious. The eyes match? The eyes are blue. They made my eyes blue, which I do think is interesting. However, when I took the photo, I intentionally did not fix my glasses. So my glasses were cutting my irises. Like they were like this. I did that intentionally because I don't love the idea of them having my face. It doesn't do much, obviously, for protecting your identity. But I figured they wouldn't use it for anything if my glasses weren't on straight. You know what I'm saying? It's like 1 spoonful. No, it's 25 grams. It's a decent serving size. So, it is what it is, alas. And that's everything for the most part, I think. There's probably stuff that was in my other suitcase, but that's downstairs. But yeah, that's that. And I just gotta sort everything and bring it downstairs or not. Oh, God. Let's see. Let's see. Out of my way. I'm trying to use my mouse. Put this over here. Oh, it just looks tiny. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I mean, it is fairly small. But it's a decent serving size. It's like the little honey jars, you know, but it's a little bigger. Let's see. Ugh, my neck. Okay, what else was I gonna do? Got all that footage sorted. By sorted, I mean I uploaded it, you know. Well, I gotta send it to William. That'd be smart. If he actually got the footage he needs, that'd probably be smart, huh? Let's see. There we go. Oy! Let's see. God, my back is much better. I think I just tweaked it working out or something, and that's why it was giving me so much trouble. But I do think it's better now. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put all these. I have to take the suitcase downstairs anyway. So put these back here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, God. ISIS shot and killed yet another man, this time a 26-year-old Colombian in Maine, who was not the target of their investigation. This comes after they killed a Mexican man who was also not the target of their operation in Houston last week. Okay, I don't like that we're not using names, Pop Base, but I understand what you're trying to do, so I will allow it. Hi, hello. Let's see. Let's see. As I saw, they didn't really say any of the victim, but that was hours ago, so I don't know. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Let's see. I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. Okay. Do you guys want to watch a video about what I own at 40, broke and alone in Korea's smallest room? I think it's in Korean, but I think this could be an interesting one.
South Korea.
It's definitely the auto-translated, right? No, they didn't do it. Oh, interesting. Is it in English? It says Korea here.
The country that spends the most money in the world on luxury goods. Not the United States, not China, not Japan, Korea.
Bullshit. Actually, I'm looking that up. Sorry, I'm not. Sorry, I don't believe you. I would understand China. China, I think, is the answer. Which country spends the most on luxury goods? CNBC says South Koreans, but that's 2023. NSS said Switzerland. Threads, yes, Threads has this one that's unsubstantiated from 2025 says China. Yeah, the only thing I'm finding for South Korea is from 2023. This video is from 3 days ago. So I don't know how true that, I don't know how currently accurate that is. But yes, at one point in time, they were spending the most on luxury goods. I will give you that. Okay.
$325 per person every year on luxury goods. Let me show you what this country looks like from both sides. I'm 40 years old, I'm broke, I live alone in the smallest room, and today I'm going to show you the country I live in.
See,
the country that
can I be
spends
so honest? I do think if I didn't have Hermes, I could still be living in that studio apartment I was in before. I really do think that. I do think that if I didn't have Hermes, I could live in an apartment that small. I think I'd be fine.
It's more on luxury per person than anywhere else on earth. And the version of the country I actually wake up in. South Korea has a population of about 51 million people, smaller than California. But Koreans per person spend more on luxury than anyone else in the world. In Korea, being seen as rich matters more than being rich.
That's just
Korea's
standard now,
relationship with
I fear.
expensive imported car is even more shocking than it's the second highest on the platform
Girl,
anymore.
tell me about
Once
you.
you let go of everything, it gets easier. When
Music
you
is
have
so
nothing,
loud, too.
you stop being afraid of how you look. There's nothing much left to lose.
The brick
I think I
wall's killing
spent
me.
my whole life in this society comparing myself to others, and I regret it. But how do I survive here in all this pressure? If you want the fancy version of Korea, this isn't it. If you want the real life in Korea, subscribe. I want to share everything with you. My salary went up slowly, and groceries went up faster. My parents got sick, medical bills piled up, my job market get tougher, and I need to
Sorry, the
survive.
music is killing me. I can't. I was like actually really looking forward to this. I can't with the music. It's too loud. I can't hear you, my girl. I'm sorry. I can't. Let's see. Let's explore the mysterious cave that's off limits.
Hello, it's Fu. This time, I went on an adventure in a vast, closed-off deer tunnel, purely for my own personal enjoyment. A vast, mysterious...
Yes, this is an AI audio track. I just want to see how it sounds while she's in a literal cave. So yes, we are allowing the AI audio track for the sake of this video. Yeah.
deer space that continues from the temporary parking lot of a nursery school. Apparently, the Imperial Japanese Navy used it as a research facility during the war. But no detailed information remains and it is currently closed. There are mysterious traces on the map. Is there any place that tickles the spirit of adventure as much as this? This time, I got special permission from the locals, so I'm going to investigate the mysteries of the cave. I've finished work today, but there's a place I really want to go.
Are we in the cave or are we not in the cave?
So I'm going now. So, this time I'm going out to finish work.
See, things could be worse, Dad. I could be living in my car like this. I could be doing this, and that could be how I chose to car camp. I do think this setup would drive me crazy, but again, I have Hermes, you know? So I'm thinking from the concept of if I had Hermes with me.
Set up my chimney to save money, so I'll fill my stomach before setting off. I got a beef bowl. A beef bowl after work is the best.
I'm obsessed with her.
I'll take a break and set off.
I'll take a break. And then I'll go.
Driving at night reminds me of my childhood and makes me excited.
All right, sure.
I've set up my chimney to be a capsule hotel so I don't fall asleep while driving. Now I can get anywhere in 5 seconds. Since my destination this time is a vast underground cave,
So,
I brought a helmet
okay.
and a flashlight. Exploration set. Alright,
Bright ass light.
I'm off.
obsessed with her.
My destination this time is Numazu City, Shizuoka Prefecture. It's about a 3-hour drive from Tokyo. There's a roadside station halfway along the way, so if I reach my limit, I'll take a nap there. This time, my destination is a cave that leads from a certain nursery school in Umashi. It has no name and isn't even listed on Google Maps.
Fun.
It does look like a path when I look at it on Apple Maps, but it's a mysterious cave with almost no information online. What I
And we're
know from
back
my
in the
own
cave.
knowledge is that the cave has existed since before the war and was once used as a community road, and that it was recently used as a naval research facility. It's now completely closed and you can't enter without the power of a tester. This seems like it would be a hindrance to exploration. As for how I found this place, I found out about it after watching a video by a guy named Amano who introduces industrial heritage and traces. Amano introduces interesting spots in more detail than I do, so if you're interested in industrial heritage and traces, please check it out.
I'm sorry, it is funny that it is universal to mention another creator that makes something in relation to what you're doing. He does it better than I do it. She does it better. She is cooler than me. Go watch her video. Go check it out. It's better. It's funny that that's a universal thing as in the creator space. That's interesting. It sounds so little and someone's gonna be like, well, that makes sense because Japan. That's extremely funny because like think of most YouTubers that you've seen mention another, whether they know them or not. It's like, oh, go watch this video. It's done much better than I can. Like that's usually like the tone that is used to speak. It's interesting. That's interesting.
After
She's
work,
singing.
I'm full of adrenaline and I'm going to fool the horses by myself.
Full the horses.
I've entered the cave.
Sorry.
My active hours are especially long, so I decided to base them at the roadside station.
You haven't entered the cave. Okay, yeah. The English
I have
is
some
not
cards left.
solid.
My adrenaline is wearing off and I feel like I'm about to give them away, so I'm in no...
Girly, is that a trash bag? The Never Stop Exploring t-shirt does go hard. But we can do better. We can do better.
Position to take pictures. I'll sleep in today and leave again tomorrow. Even in June, the outside temperature is 13 degrees. It was a good idea to bring a sleeping bag.
She's like,
I woke up without setting an alarm and it was 12 o'clock. I made up for the time I spent staying up.
So she does have actual window covers because she uses them on the rest of her car. Interesting.
Up late by sleeping like crazy, so I'm heading straight to the cave. It's fun to leave your car in a capsule hotel because you can go out to eat anytime, anywhere, even after work.
I'm assuming she means, the audio translation means it's nice to turn your car into a capsule hotel because you can go do whatever you want afterwards.
When all of humanity is troubled, just stare blankly at the skin without thinking about anything. It calms your mind.
The skin? Stare blankly at the skin? YouTube. What are we doing? I'm assuming it's water or the river. Stare out at the scenery, not skin, you know, things like that.
Mind.
Sky? Could be sky.
Wow, what a beautiful morning. It feels good. I woke up in the middle of the day, so I'm running out of time. So I'm going to head to Dodomo. Dodomo is bright, a stark contrast to yesterday. So, I've come close to my destination, the cave. If you go through a narrow alley lined with houses, there's a nursery school, and apparently the entrance to the cave is in the parking lot there. I'm getting excited. This is the entrance. I'll park the car somewhere else and take a look. So, I'm going to go for a walk right away.
Oh, yeah, it's like a sort of trail. Are those stairs? No, it's the cave itself.
I can see the entrance, but it's completely blocked off by a fence. It seems to be an underground cave that you can't enter at the beginning, like in games. From here, all I can see is that
Like eventually it'll open to her. Like she just needs to reach the proper power levels and then it'll unlock the gate.
there are supplies lying around. Sure enough, if I look further in, there's a connected cave. Looking at the map, there's also an entrance on the other side, so I'll head there right away. A local grandma told me to be careful of wild boars, so I'll head there fully equipped. A physically weakling like me would be defeated without a fight if a wild boar caught me.
God, is this what I sound like when I'm translated into Japanese for people? A physical weakling like me would be without a fight towards the wild boars.
Looking at the map, my current location seems to be around here, behind this stain, with the entrance. I'm going.
She's so funny.
Apparently, the entrance on this side can be accessed through a gap in this fence or a gap in a pile of rubble. The tester told me to enter through the gap in the fence, so I'll go in from here.
Skinny Jeans goes crazy. Girl, bring your camera with you. What if you got stuck? What was the plan?
I'm 80% excited and 20% anxious.
Describe how a video game plays. Wow, they just like left ear in there. Bats!
Yeah.
Yeah! Me, the bats! Yeah!
Here's a brief history of the cave that I
It's
heard from a
probably
local.
unsafe.
Apparently, this place was originally used as a quarry, but it had already declined and fallen into disuse about 100 years ago. It was then used again as a technical research institute for the Imperial Japanese Navy during World War II. Apparently, they used this place to avoid flying and conduct research on fish traps and radar sounders. And after the war, it seems that the locals used it as a road for their settlements to survive. The remains of cars abandoned here, and there may have actually been cars that used to live in this cave at the time.
Is that a car or like a cart? Like a motorbike thing? God, it's crazy what looks good still after that amount of time. Bye. Bats do have rabies. They can.
This round, straight section was apparently dug by the former Imperial Japanese Navy.
Cabling. Don't touch that, by the way.
There are a large number of bottles packed into bags. I heard that it was a Navy experimental facility, so I was a little worried that there might be some suspicious chemicals there.
You pull up to the recycling center with the mysterious World War II chemicals, the chemical bottles. How much do these turn in for trade-in?
But apparently this is a prohibited item. It seems like they're using the humidity in the cave to hold a mushroom trial. According to the locals, until around 2005, there was no fence at the entrance and people were free to enter and exit the cave. But since it was dangerous for children to enter the cave and a careless person got sick and started a fire in the cave has been completely closed off since then.
Yeah, I'm assuming someone was mentally unwell and set a fire, as I'm assuming what that meant. Not that they got sick and set a fire, it's that they were sick and set a fire to try and cleanse the space or something, who knows. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Rust is crazy. Rust is one of those things, I don't know. That's insane. The bottles. This is a backrooms bit.
The back of the cave was completely flooded. It seems that there is more
Someone build this cave in Blender and set a horror movie in it.
space on the other side, but I don't think I can go any further. And there are eerie sounds coming from the other side of this puddle.
Those are bats.
It's all the chirping of mosquitoes. This underground space is
No.
vast and I haven't explored even half of it yet, but I'll stop exploring here because it would be dangerous if I irritated the mosquitoes and got bitten. I thought that the person doing the testing used to swim and play here when they were children.
Sorry?
I'm sure that in the past, the water was alive and clean.
Probably
It's nothing
not.
like what it looks like now.
Considering they used it for boat and fishing testing, I'm assuming the water is polluted in ways we cannot fathom. So I should hope the children were not swimming in the water, but it sounds like they might be.
I've finally reached a place that leads outside. The view looking up from here is very beautiful. It's like an underground temple in an RPG game. And it seems that the entrance to the nursery source that I saw at the beginning is on the other side. I guess this is as far as I can explore on foot. According to what I heard from a local later, this area has an abundance of high-quality stone, so there are stone quarries like this scattered on the ground. The stone field that I explored this time is over here, but they told me that the entire mountain over there is also a stone field. There are still many places that I'm interested in, but I have work tomorrow, so I'll go home today. And next time I explore the cave, I think I'll aim to go in the winter when the mosquitoes are there.
Okay, Diva.
When I asked for the
Let's see. I go to view. I'm intrigued.
Okay, I have a bit of an issue in here. I came in here recently to have a look at what I need to work on next, and I had a bit of a horrible surprise. Basically, in here, in these storage things that I made last summer, I found that there is a water stain. Basically, at the back of both of these inside, there has been some water, and I do not understand where this
I'm skipping around.
at the moment. Cut rebates for those.
I just want to see how it turns out.
This for a thicker piece of dowel, so this is a bit stronger now. And I filled in these gaps, which it's a little bit messy, but it looks a lot better than it did. So I put this small shelf up here, and it also finishes the place where these bits of roof join, so that makes that look neat. I finished all the gaps in the boarding. I put this in. This is all basically covering the bed base now, and I've got this piece which goes in the gap. Like that. And then the next thing is to get some foam to make a mattress to cover this. And what I want to do. When I started this build, I had seen some pictures online of things other people had done.
Yeah, not done, but decent amount done. That's cool. Let's see. Let's see. I'm intrigued. Let's see.
A lot of us have walked into stores like this and decide not to buy anything because today's mission is to go into all these different stores and buy the cheapest item. The cheapest item still might not be cheap. Right now we're in the design district of Miami, and so what better place to be when you're looking for designer stores? We do have some more chill ones like Supreme, but then we have some pretty high level ones like Balenciaga. We're gonna go into all these different designer stores and see what's the cheapest thing you can buy in the design district, Miami. Let's find out. The first store up that I'm looking to do is actually the Supreme store. We're gonna do, out of all the stores here, I think of Supreme as like on the cheaper end. I wanna work our way up throughout these stores. Eventually, you know, I wanna go check out Balenciaga and Rick Owens and the crazy ones. But I figure why not start off at something that's a little more chill and then we work our way up, if you get what I'm saying. And so, one problem is I know sometimes they don't like you recording in stores, so we're just gonna pray and hope that they let us record. So I think the plan is we're gonna have to go Ray-Ban Metas. The problem with the Ray-Ban Metas is that it's only vertical video, and so I don't want y'all watching the video that's, you know, this big. So it might have to be zoomed in, and so it might not be the best quality while we're inside the
Ray-Bans
stores.
only
So we kind of have to go
vertically?
incognito
That's
mode.
stupid.
So I might just have to bear with me. This is gonna be the hard part, is actually filming inside of the stores, but I already explained that to y'all. So we try phase 2, and that's going incognito mode. Hopefully we don't gotta go phase 3. What's phase 3? There is no, the phase 3. Phase 3 is just go home. And
We gonna
get
get this locked in. We gonna get started. What we doing? 44.
Yeah, even Kimmel one is $44. $54. $48. Those Spider-Man Supreme piece. So the beanies are definitely the cheapest. Camo's cool. $40. Great, but it has the red logo. Well, I think it's clean. Baby pink, I think this is clean. I think I like this one. I think I'm gonna get this. $40, cheapest thing we could find. Supreme pickup. We ended up getting more than one thing because cameraman wanted something, ruining the video like usual. But the cheapest item was $40. Yeah, Supreme pickups. That went smooth. Now let's go on to the next store. Louis Vuitton. Probably what you guys expected me to come to, and probably the fake bags. I lab. So that's why they're $200. Okay. Because you know, like when you get regular socks, they have that little plastic piece going through them, and then you always leave a little snag in your sock. That was just a little stitch, and so you don't have no snag. The stitch just pulls right through. This is their XL. Did he pick my size for me? Let's try on Balenciaga socks. Well, they look cool. What we did with Gucci. Guilty. We went to Supreme. It's not exactly a designer store, but for the people that don't get all jazzed up about super designers.
God, I remember the Supreme hype beast heads. Like the amount of guys that would make bank buying the fuck out of Supreme and then reselling it was so, they called them hype beasts. They were so fucking prolific. This was such a huge deal. You could make such good money doing that. Because it was, people were obsessed with anything Supreme.
Stuff, you know, add in some Supreme boxer briefs. The pink's clean, the camouflage one, the details, it is like embossed on the front. Other than that, I haven't really looked through it to be able to tell what's really.
Let's see. Ooh.
In this video, we're turning this creepy old van into a beautiful 2-story tiny home.
Fucking tall.
So hold on to that food,
So fucking
sit down if you're showering, and let's get started. Like usual, this video started when I was scrolling on Facebook Marketplace and I came across this old van.
We got a van. We got a van. We got a van.
We got a van. And while yes, it looks very creepy, it was a heavy-duty E350 with 130,000 miles and only cost us $5,000.
First thing we gotta do, get these seats out of here.
Under the carpet, it also had this mysterious wood floor.
Whoa!
Once we got that up, we figured out why we got the van for so cheap.
The floor is falling out and I can see the tire.
Oh my fucking God. Was this in the snow? Is that from ice and salt? Like that takes so much rust. Rust is crazy. I told you, rust is so weird.
Rust, rust, more rust, rust. This van had a bit of a rust problem. There were holes everywhere. For a while, we thought this project was over before it even started, but luckily, underneath the van was still okay. So, we patched the holes with aluminum. This problem definitely won't re-emerge later in the video.
Obviously, it's a pretty big space in here, but there's one problem. We can't stand up.
Cutting the roof off is the logical solution, right? Our idea for this van was to raise the roof where the floor plan works. You see this picture of Chloe standing by the van? We're raising the roof to the top of that measuring tape.
That's stupid.
This will give us just enough room to stand up on the bottom floor and sleep on the top floor.
It's too tall.
Whoa. The van with no roof.
You might think at this point we knew what to do and this is going to be easy, but we were completely winging it.
No shit.
In fact, we were all a little freaked out because there's obviously no going back from this. So we made this wooden piece that kind of looked like a roof.
Wow, that actually looks really cool.
That way we had a shape that we could copy with metal. Once this thing was all welded together, this is what it looked like. I made 3 of them. These are kind of like the trusses that are going to hold up the entire roof
so tall.
and help make the shape right. Then, because we wanted it to be aerodynamic and not look too ridiculous, we put a small one at the very front. Then I started welding bars to everything, which leads me into my next segment, cool welding shots. As you can see, after all that welding,
Insane.
it's pretty solid. The next step was the really hard part though. We had to figure out how to cover this in metal. This is really hard for us because we wanted it to look like this roof was part of the van and not just something we added on.
I'm skipping
So
ahead.
to make sure it's as smooth as possible.
All right, now we're gonna.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
then we put on the main living room kitchen ceiling, which was great because I really wanted to get some can lights in here where it wasn't so dark.
All right. Wow! Finally. It's funny, that time loss of me putting the lights in took 53 minutes. Well, let's see if they work. Oh, multiple layers. Bathroom ceiling time.
The bathroom was the last room to get can lights, and you could tell I was pretty excited they worked. After that though, I finally started sheeting off the bathroom, and for the first time, you can't see those doors anymore. Back in the living room kitchen area, we started sheeting that too.
How?
And look how big
Okay.
this room is. Isn't it crazy that this is a
I'm
van?
getting sleepy.
Oh, and behind the camera, Kobe did a great job covering this super hard section. What's crazy is this time lapse is 3 hours long. But look how good this space looks now. It just needed one thing.
There's just load weights on cars like this, you know.
I'm gonna build some cabinets today.
Oh,
On this
God.
channel, Colby's become a little bit of a celebrity because of all the cabinets he builds, and this video is going to be no different.
My measurements have changed because I changed the face frame from 2 inch to 1 3/4, so now everything is different.
Anyway, while Colby was working on cabinets, it was time for me to get under the van where I could start installing the tanks. I just had to remove the old spare tire first.
How about a mask?
Almost lost my arm.
Welcome to Under the Van.
Right now I'm scraping off most of that rust where I can get to the bare metal. That way I can weld on mounts for this tank. In case you don't know, every RV needs 3 tanks. A black tank, gray tank, and freshwater tank. The black tank's where the toilet water goes, gray tank's where the sink and shower water go, and fresh tank is obviously where the fresh water goes. And under this van I had so little room that our toilet actually wouldn't fit here, so we had to reframe the entire wall to scoot it back a couple inches
All the way.
where I could put this pipe in.
It fits! Oh, we did it!
Now that that drain pipe fits in the right spot, I could actually go ahead and make my mounts for the tank. I just kind of welded these ribs to the frame where the tank could fit in between them. Then I went and made the hole for the toilet. And now you can see why we had to move it back, because that frame was in the way. And while I was decking out the black tank with all kinds of vents, inlets, and even a gauge where I could know how full it gets,
All right, this is a decked out tank.
Colby had got
Skipping
Test
ahead only
breaks.
because I'm gonna fall asleep and take a nap at this rate. I don't know why.
good.
Okay.
Now go open up a brake shop.
Let's test this thing out.
This is insane.
The campsite we were going to is about an hour away, so we're
This
going to
is
get a really good
crazy.
test for this van. But the first thing we're going to do is figure out how much does this van weigh now, because we don't want it to be too heavy.
What do you guys think the weight is?
I'm thinking about 9,000 pounds.
I think if we were below 10, I'd be happy.
Remember, the original weight of the van was 6,280 pounds. And now,
8580. What?
Damn.
Oh my gosh!
8,580 pounds means we only added 2,300 pounds to the van.
We killed
That was
it!
only 2,000 pounds.
It was really cool to stand up and walk around too, because all of our stuff worked.
We got power. Plenty of power. All the lights work. The water works.
I even went back inside the bathroom to test the shower out.
I got the shower on.
Anyway, it wasn't long till we got to our camp. And don't forget,
I'm going to bed.
All right, the end. Evidently, I am very sleepy and I don't want to fall asleep. I need to get work done. So I also need to go run another errand. So who can I raid? Let's see. All right, let's do Nandre. Nandre's playing not Mahjong again. It's Mahjong Monday. Wait, where's Scootish? Isn't it not Monkey Monday? Weird. All right, have fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Video tomorrow. Video available for members only in a couple of hours. Okay, bye. Bye.